My name is George Simons. I'm a co-founder of SoloSuit.com, and I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret tip that you can use against your credit card company when they're suing you for debt collection. All right? So, if you have a debt with a credit card company, right, let's say like American Express or like Barclays Bank, this is a secret tip I'm going to reveal to you today that you can use against them if they sue you for debt. All right. So first, let's get started with just a brief review of what to do when you get sued for debt collection. Okay. You can check out our full guide, our ultimate guide on this topic as well. First, there's just three simple steps you have to do to respond to a debt collection lawsuit. All right. First, create your answer document to respond to the summons and complaint. All right. So when you get a summons and complaint in the mail that begins the lawsuit, what you need to do is file what's called an answer document, capital A answer document, all right, to respond to that lawsuit. Step 2, in that answer document, you're going to respond to every paragraph of the complaint, as well as assert your affirmative defenses. All right. You don't want to forget to assert your affirmative defenses because this is the only time that you can do it. All right. So make sure you do it. Affirmative defenses, it's really just a fancy word for saying make your defense. Right. That's things like saying you don't actually owe the money, it's not even your account, or the statute of limitations expired. All right. Like it's too late for them to sue you for the debt. And then step 3, you have to file your answer with the court and mail a copy to the plaintiff's attorney. All right, so you have to make 2 copies of your answer document, send one to the court, one to the plaintiff's attorney. All right, so those are the 3 steps. So what we're going to talk about here real quick is actually the secret tip could be considered step 4. All right, so step 4 would be to move for arbitration. Okay, what that means is you can just throw a big wrench in the debt collector's machine in the lawsuit. You really throw them off guard by moving for arbitration. All right, so what the heck is that? What is arbitration? Arbitration is really just the simpler, so what is that? What is arbitration? Arbitration is just the simpler alternative to trial court. All right, the debt collectors are suing you in regular trial court, and they do that so they can use the rules of civil procedure against you. They want to make it as difficult as possible for you to represent yourself to get access to justice in the court. So arbitration is just a simpler alternative to court. All right. But what happens when you move for arbitration? So you submit a document telling the court, hey, I don't want this to go into trial court. I actually have a legal right to make it go into arbitration. And what that's going to do is it's going to really stop the debt collector in their tracks. They're going to be like, oh man, arbitration, we don't want to take this to arbitration because we don't want a fair battle. We don't want this to be fair. So actually what they're going to do is they're just going to probably cease and desist and stop collecting on the debt right there if you move for arbitration. All right. So how do you do this? How do you make this petition to arbitrate or motion for arbitration? So how it works is that there's actually a clause in your contract. So it's kind of a controversial clause because a lot of people say that it's actually bad for you. It's actually bad for consumers, and it's messed up for credit card companies to even put that in their contracts. And actually, courts required some large banks like Chase and Capital One to remove arbitration from their contracts. But today, I'm actually going to show you how to use that clause against them. Yeah. All right. So how to use the arbitration clause against the debt collector who's trying to get that money from you. All right. So what you do is first you want to find out if your contract has an arbitration clause. All right. So how do you do that? So go over to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's website. I'll give you a link to this specific page. And they have a ton of helpful resources, very helpful people. They have a credit card agreement database, right? Super awesome. So they have all of the agreements that are for any credit card that's offered in the US. So you just come over here, and then you just type in your bank. For this example, we're going to type in Barclays Bank in Delaware. Not a super common, but actually surprisingly common bank. So you're going to come over here, and then you're just going to search the bank and then find the agreement that applies to you. Some of these companies have a lot of store cards, like the Gap credit card, right? But in this case, we're just going to see the standard credit agreement. We're going to open that up. You just click on it to download it, right, and save that to your computer. And then we're just going to open up the contract digitally. Then you can Command F or Control F if you're on a Windows computer, and then search for arbitration. All right, so just type that in. If it shows up with results, then that means that there's going to be an arbitration clause in it. All right. So, like for example, right, this is taking us right to the arbitration clause here highlighted. So this clause, it says some legal mumbo jumbo, at the election of either of us, us or you, any claim, dispute, or controversy by either you or us against the other, rising from or relating in any way to this agreement or your account, blah, blah, blah. Basically, super long, crazy long sentence as lawyers do. What it's saying is that either of you can request to arbitrate a dispute. And what's more is that this one, like a lot of them actually say, it actually says that the bank will pay for the arbitration. And in this case, the debt collector. Oh, well, that's interesting. So that means, like, instead of in regular trial court where you're gonna like lose because you don't know the rules and you have to pay for their attorney's fees, which is totally crazy, they actually have to pay for arbitration if they're suing you for the debt. That's a good move, right? So what happens is you can just request for arbitration. That makes the debt collector pay for arbitration if they want to continue pursuing this claim in a trial situation in court, if they want to sue you for the claim. And that's just probably not going to be worth it for them, right? It's probably not going to be worth it. So they're probably just going to stop trying to collect from you. At the very least, you'll be able to then negotiate down the debt, right? Offer them like a settlement agreement instead of getting your wages garnished at like $5,000 worth of your wages garnished. You can instead offer them a settlement agreement, probably below 50%, right? Maybe like $1,000 for a $5,000 debt, right? So that's a great deal, big win for you. So all you do is and once you have that, once you find the arbitration clause in there, you're just going to go ahead and make a petition to arbitrate. All right, and that looks like this. Again, we can do this for you at solosuit.com. Right, it might be pretty scary making your own petition to arbitrate. We can actually do it for you at solosuit.com. All right, we're linking to it. Just head over there, make your petition to arbitrate. We'll help you out. It'll save you thousands of dollars. All right. I should mention, this secret, it can save you thousands of dollars, right? Thousands of dollars on a debt, right? If you have like a $10,000 debt, it can help you settle the debt for much lower than even like 50% because it's going to stop the debt collectors in their tracks. So now you have the in. That is how you can save yourself thousands of dollars with this petition to arbitrate. We'll let you in on the secret. Not a lot of people know about it. It's a great tool you can use if you are being sued for a debt by a credit card company and your agreement has an arbitration clause. All right, it's a great move. We can help you out with it. Hopefully you aren't going to have to watch all these videos as they're coming out because hopefully you're not getting sued for that many debt collection cases. But please help other people find us. If you can just give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel. It'll be very helpful. Be much appreciated.